Hello guys, welcome to the new video. So in this guide I'm going to show you how to control Lara on the PC version. So the PC version is harder than playing with controllers, not the PC version. Let me fix that. The keyboard and mouse control support is harder than the gameplay. So gamepad, I'm sorry. So why? Because the sensitivity for the mouse is too high. So first of all, let me show you the control layout for the PC version. So in controls menu, there is a modern controls, and you get to the change control settings, and from here, actually these are the default settings. I didn't change anything. Only thing I changed it on default, this sensitivity settings is on 5. So I recommend you to change it to the 3. So you should decrease it because it's too high, like I said. And with 3, trust me guys, it's much more playable than 5. So as you can see, there is a huge difference. Now it's like a human. Now it's like I can rotate the camera. The camera shouldn't tilt too much, so it's much easier to control. So this is sensitivity on 3. So for jumping, you jump with space button, just like in Legend. So in the previous video I mentioned this, but let me mention that again. The control layout is so similar to Legend Anniversary and Underworld. So it's kind of how Crystal Dynamics back in the day, made the controls. So it's just like that. It's pretty easy. So to jump, you press space. To jump and hold, you press the action button. The action button is the fire button at the same time. So it's the left click on the mouse. So like this, and E is your action button for picking up objects or placing objects like a key, like a certain key item, like this, etc. You get my point. So to vault over, you need to press space. No, not space. The action, which is the left click on mouse. So left mouse button, just like this, and you press it, jump. So I open it up. I show you it with Tomb Raider 1, but actually showing with Tomb Raider 3 would be much better, but I don't know. For some reason, for this video, I started Tomb Raider 1. So I know most of you guys agree with it, and I also saw a comparison pictures of the the first game's manner and the second and the third, the library room, where we started this video. So where you started on Tomb Raider 1's manner, actually. So the library is much better in this game. The lighting, the window, the books, I don't know, for some reason, actually, to add other rooms, they kinda had to remove the window from it. So this game has window in library, and it looks amazing. So yeah, you get my point. So guys, in order to jump, you walk with Alt button like this by holding the Alt button like this, and you space with jump and press action button and grab the ledge and climb yourself up. It's really easy, just like Laura says. It's just like this. Alt button is your walk button, and the look button is also present in the modern controls as well. So it's the middle button, the scroll button. I'm sorry, the name is scroll. The scroll button is your look button. You enable the look functionality. It's not like the tank controls in which you enable it by holding the button. So you don't need to hold it, you just press it once and you activate the look functionality. And some other trick that I mentioned on my previous video, which is pretty useful, is to step back, walk backwards. I mean, so how can we do that? Pretty simple. You press look button, you press down, which is S button on the keyboard, and you press look button again while pressing down button, back button. So just like this. Let me show you again. I know it was confusing, so let me show you clearly. Press look, hold down S button on your keyboard, which is the back button. So while holding the back button, I mean the S button on the keyboard, S, you press the look button again, and just like this. So look, S, look again, and Lara sidesteps, not sidestep, walk backwards, step back pretty easily, and you can make your running jumps pretty easy.
To do a running jump exactly as before, except while
so for the running jump is pretty useful. How can we do it? Just like I showed you, you press the look button, back button, look button again, and run. Press action to grab the ledge and climb yourself up with the up button, which is W on the keyboard. So yeah, pretty simple guys, pretty simple. So since it's a modern control layout, it's not a tank control where every button has a direction no matter how the camera works. So in the modern controls, wherever the camera faces, Lara jumps that way, like this, like this, like this. So pretty basic stuff. It's a modern control, so be careful with the cameras. So use the camera wisely. That's one of the reasons, actually the big part of the reason why we just switch sensitivity. We decrease it to 3 instead of 5. So it is really useful for situations like this. So this is all we can do from this game. I want to show you Tomb Raider 3 stuff because there are some additional moves which are pretty important for Tomb Raider 3. So let me just demonstrate it to you guys. In Tomb Raider 3 we also have sprint functionality, which is the shift button on default. So by default, sprint like this. In order to sprint and roll, you need to press up and down button at the same time, or the easier method is to press control button, just like this. Control is your roll button, so that's how you roll while sprinting with this functionality. This is the reason why you roll like this, and you can roll while sprinting by pressing control button. So it's that easy. So what else can I show you? Oh, crouching functionality. For crouch, you need to press C button on your keyboard, and this is our crouching animation while moving around. So this is it. Press crouch again, and Lara makes this crouching stance like this. So there is a new addition. You can crouch, you can roll while crouching as well by pressing control button once again. Yes, hi Winston. So this is pretty useful in gameplays, in tighter spaces, in tunnels, and so on. This functionality, this rolling functionality while crouching is so useful. Just like this. You press C button again and Lara stands up. So this is one useful method to use it. And another useful method is one of the new moves is jumping off while you're crouching, falling off pretty easily, just like in Chronicles and Angel of Darkness. You press jump button and Lara, you know, pull herself out from the crouching position. Yeah, from the tunnel, from the tight spaces easily. So this is it, and one of the function that I should show you is to combat situations, which is before that there is one more important stuff that I need to show you, since this is kind of like the ultimate guide for modern controls on the PC version, on the PC controls, keyboard and mouse. What I mean is, so swimming functionality, you can swim with pretty easily. So you can swan dive with space, with jump button and walk button by pressing jump and walk button at the same time. And obviously, obviously the forward button. So you press W, you press space, and you press Alt button at the same time on the keyboard, and Lara swan dives perfectly, which is great, which is awesome. And swimming is pretty easy. You rotate bits, you rotate your location, you dive with mouse, you swim to the surface with mouse, by holding the mouse like this. Hold your mouse up, hold your mouse down like this, and like this you can swim pretty easily. Like this, in modern controls they make swimming easier than usual, so this is pretty easy. You need to get to the surface, that's just it, to get some fresh air. Just like this, use your mouse. So you want to swim again, you press space to dive into the water like this. Use your mouse to get out, and to get out from the pool you need to press action button, which is the left mouse button, which is pretty easy. So yeah, that's it. And the interact button is E button on the keyboard, just like in the Legend, Anniversary, Underworld. Pretty easy stuff. Yes, just like this. By pressing E button, you can interact with objects pretty easily. So this is pretty much, with the exception of the combat, pretty much pretty much sums up the modern controls on the PC version. But you wanna play the actual game, and you have some combat situations. So what can you do? New Game Plus. I wish I didn't open it, but anyway, what's done is done, so we need to face it. The New Game Plus mode, by the way, if you don't know about it, is pretty hard, guys. So you don't have Medipacks. There are save crystals once again that you can use on certain spots on tier 1, and you can use by collecting and whenever you want in tier 3, just like in the PS versions, PS counterparts. So yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with the New Game Plus, guys. I dare you to play them. So yeah. And F3 is your photo mode button, guys. So by pressing F3, you get into photo mode and details. And since I have the outfit mode downloaded, so I can choose whichever outfit I like. So for example, I wanna use the training outfit. Yeah, why not? And training outfit stays even after I exit the photo mode. So, which is a great mod from the unsavory little runt. So that's his name. Anthony, I think, is his channel on YouTube. You can watch it. I made a video about it, about how to download it, how to play it, and download the outfit selection mod. So this is this mod, and F3 button is your photo mode button, and F1 button is your switch button to the OG graphics. Look at this. So some of you guys mentioned the lighting system is bad because it is darker, but I think it's amazing because Tomb Raider 1, the original graphics, the OG game doesn't have proper lighting. It came with TR2 and TR3, you know, brought the proper lighting. So this is why Tomb Raider 1 looks so bright. You don't have flare or anything and you don't have kinda lighting functionality at all in the original graphics. That's why I love this. I love these areas. So how can you fight? To fight, you need to draw your pistols, and drawing your pistol key is right mouse button, like this. Oh, by the way, you can roll into air by pressing jump forward or jump back and roll button, or you can jump, press up and down button at the same time, like this. I do it all the time. I don't use control button because it's useless. It's pretty easy since we are using keyboard. It's so easy to press the two buttons at the same time, W and S buttons, like this. So draw your pistols by holding down the right button. You need to press it. You shouldn't let go. You can't let go. You can't let go. Otherwise, Lara put the pistols on holster, holsters them back, or whatever the phrase is. So to shoot, you need to press the action button like this. This is your combat. And in modern controls, you should do this. You should take the advantage of the controls. Look at this. You can dodge pretty easily, like this. So use your movement as your advantage, like this. You need to be quick about it. It's not tank controls. You need to be quick about it. So move quickly. Take advantage of the modern controls. Don't try to rush. Don't try to flip all the time, backflip all the time, because the camera, works wherever the direction it's facing. So use it wisely. Since it's a new game, plus their health is multiplied by 2, so that's why they have the double amount of health. That's why it's a pain in the ass right now to kill them with pistols. Where is it? Oh my god, I lost it. This is pretty... okay, there it is. There she is. Okay, this is a big mistake. You shouldn't do this. Yeah, you need to make combat like this in modern controls. Not like before. Not like you need to dive into its mouth. You have to like rotate around it and move quickly. You dodge it like this, use this functionality. So yeah guys, this pretty much sums it up. It's the modern control guide for the PC version. Playing with mouse and keyboard is harder than gamepad, but I mentioned on the other video that playing with mouse and keyboard is almost unplayable with modern controls enabled. Actually, it is my bet. It turns out it isn't that bad after all, because you can decrease the sensitivity. By default, the sensitivity is too high, so my recommendation is to decrease it to 3. Yes, by default it's 5. I recommend that you change it to the 3. Just decrease it by 2, so you can get around the camera. You can get used to the camera much better, like this. It's just like playing, not just like it, but it's pretty close to playing Legend Anniversary and Underworld. So yeah. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you find it useful. On PC version is currently the best way to play it. with modern controls enabled. I hope you like this useful. By the way, the flare button is F. I didn't show you that. The F button on your keyboard is the flare button. Anyway, I hope you find the video useful. I hope you like it. Press the like button please if you like the video, and if you have any thoughts or want to make any comments, which is so useful to me because I read them all, and it's that they're always insight for me to improve myself. So yeah, they're important. And also you can always subscribe to support me. I'm about to be 500 subs, so it's pretty close to 5,000, I'm sorry. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.